Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel.
Today we're going to be checking out Ninja's latest portable blender, the Ninja Blast Max.
We're also going to put it to a quick test to see what it can do.
Let's get straight into it.
Right, box number one. And there we have it, the main box with the actual blast inside. I have to say it's quite big. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller. Okay, let's have a quick look at the actual box. So it says here on the front, Auto IQ One Touch Intelligence. Got a 570 milliliter container, and it says Ninja's most powerful cordless blender. It has, or it claims it has, ice crushing power, but we'll be testing that in a minute. It has a twist and go vessel, so you can detach the vessel from the base. Max portability, minimal weight. It also says that it has a long lasting runtime and it comes with a charging cable. Now I'm quite curious to see because I know the US version of it comes with an actual charger, not just a cable. So we'll see that in a minute. The lid and the vessel are dishwasher safe. On the other side of the box, we have a little breakdown of what's gonna be inside. We've got leak-proof lid with a sip spout, a premium carry handle, a 750 milliliter BPA-free detachable vessel with a built-in crushable assembly, whatever that means. And it also has 3 built-in presets: blend, crush, and smoothie. This one also has a power button and a battery life indicator on the front. And now on this side it says we get a 2-year warranty. You can blend and drink anywhere. It is compact, light and convenient. Now let's have a quick look inside the box. First things first, we've got Ninja Test Kitchen and a QR code for recipes. It also comes with an owner's guide, tells you how to quickly assemble it, the control panel, blending instructions, cleaning instructions, a couple of recipes right at the back here, and the not so exciting instructions here. Now, the exciting part. Dum dum dum. There we have it. It is huge. And you might recognize the carry handle. This one is exactly the same as the one on the Ninja Thirsty bottles. Now let's, ooh, okay. I thought I was taking the lid off, but I guess it was not the lid. So this is the vessel, the power base. Feels very sturdy. Okay, we've got a couple of gaskets in there. Let's see what's inside. Oh. I was quite convinced it was only going to have a cable, but the UK one also comes with a plug, which is amazing. Love it. A little leaflet that tells you what order you should put the ingredients in for making smoothies and things. Good to know. A little warning in there. That is where the blade is going to be, so be careful taking that off. Don't want cut fingers. And the blade is in there. Okay, it's got a 490 milliliter max fill capacity and just under 200 milliliters for liquid, minimum liquid level. And let's just have a quick look at the lid as well and the spout. Oh, that's quite easy to open. I like that. And it flicks back so you don't get hit in the face when you're trying to drink. Now, let's put it to the test and see what it can actually do.
Okay, let's begin the testing. Now it is worth mentioning that inside the manual it says you need to charge this fully before your first use. So we charged it up and we're ready to go, and we're going to start with ice. Here we go, let's get this lid off. Got our huge bag of ice here. I'm not going to fill it up too much, but I'm going to put a couple of cubes in there, but we're not going to go all the way up to the max fill line. Okay, that'll probably do. Get the lid back on. Okay, now that the ice is in, we're going to turn it on and we're going to hit crush. Now, it does actually say in the manual that if it gets stuck, to give it a little shake. So that is, I'm not cheating, you are allowed to do that. Okay, so that is the crush cycle done. Let's have a look. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. It is actually quite frosty in there. Yes, there is still some whole bits of ice in there, but to be fair, I probably didn't shake it up quite enough, but it has actually done quite a good job of making it very frosty. So if you wanted to make like some sort of slushy or something, it's actually done a pretty good job. Okay, now we've tried out the crush setting, we're gonna move on to trying the smoothie setting. So we are gonna put in a little bit of milk first, making sure to go up to the minimum fill line, which is I think about there. And then we're gonna add some frozen fruit. Maria's gonna kill me for the way I'm opening this, but hey ho. So we've got some strawberries in there, some raspberries, I think also some gooseberries or something, I'm not sure. How are we looking? Oh, a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of date syrup just to sweeten up a little bit. So a little bit of syrup. Lid goes back on. Then we're gonna turn it on. And then this time we're gonna hit smoothie. Not a good start. Let's hit it again. Okay, honestly, so far, I'm not very impressed. I added the minimum amount of liquid that it says, and it seems to have absolutely done nothing, apart from blend the bottom a little bit. So, probably break the rules a little bit here and add a little bit more liquid, but like I say, so far I'm not impressed. I'm gonna give it a shake, and we're gonna give it one more chance to redeem itself. So here we go, number 2. Okay. Press the button again. So we had a quick look in the manual, and the flashing light basically means that the blades are blocked. Duh. So we had a look in the manual and we found out that we were being a little bit silly and we got our order wrong in terms of adding stuff to the actual blender. In the manual, it says to add your liquid first, followed by soft foods, and then finally, that's when you add your frozen things, whereas we've just completely stacked it up full of frozen fruit. So anyway, we're gonna give it one last chance. I've just added a little bit more milk, and we're gonna see how it performs. But in a way, the reason why it hasn't performed is kind of my fault. But anyway, we're gonna give it another go on smoothie. Here we go. So we're gonna give up on the frozen smoothie. Hasn't really been successful, but again, that's on me. I didn't do it right. But if you do wanna have a frozen fruit smoothie, just be aware, you probably need quite a bit of liquid and not so much frozen fruit. Now, before we move on to the final function, which is blend, Maria is completely relentless and wants me to try the smoothie function one more time, but this time actually do it right. We're gonna add quite a bit more milk this time, as it's recommended in the manual. I'm gonna go maybe 8 ounces or 10 ounces. Let's go 10, I'll go 10. So I've got 10 ounces of milk in there. And also this time I'm not gonna add a heap load of frozen fruit. I'm just gonna add, whoops, maybe 2 big handfuls. I think that's probably enough. Well, get some table fruit in there, why not? So let's see if this can redeem itself, or should I say me redeem myself. We're gonna try smoothie one final time. Let's see how it does. Now at the end of round 2, testing out the smoothie function, it's safe to say that it doesn't do very well with frozen fruit. And considering that we used even more liquid and less frozen fruit, it still didn't perform. So that leads me to recommend, if you want to have a frozen fruit smoothie, stick it on the crush setting. So now we're going to move on to testing the final function, which is the blend function. So we are going to test using a can of pineapple juice and pineapple. I'm going to pour roughly half a can of pineapple in there with the juice, and then I'm going to add 1 small banana, and then we're going to see how it does. Okay, lid goes on. Right, so let's see how it does on the blend function. So, it will actually blend for 30 seconds unless you stop it, but I think it's pretty good there, to be honest. We've only got a banana and some pineapple in there. It looks like it's done a pretty good job. You can see that. It's very, very frothy. And it tastes pretty good too. So that was us unboxing and checking out the Ninja Blast Max.
So far, we haven't been too impressed with it, but stick around as we'll be coming back with a full review after some more testing.
Thanks for tagging along, and we'll see you again on the next one.